When we trade earnings names, the greatest thing about trading earnings names is there's a reason for those stocks to move. Stocks don't have to move, but when they're releasing earnings, there's a catalyst that makes them move. So with all this volatility right now, and we're in the middle of earnings season, those are the really good trades that we want to really be invested in. Other trades that we've been looking at, we've been playing commodities. When volatility spikes, when risk is elevated with equities, trade oil, trade commodities. Go find other playgrounds to play in. So that's what I'm going to go through today. I got a presentation. Today's presentation is discipline over direction, because when times like this happen, it's more important for you to be disciplined than for you to know which direction the market's going to go in. So why don't we guess the bottom? We manage risk. So here we go. Here's the framework. We want to watch our risk measures and stay disciplined. This is what we've been talking about throughout the week. I see it in the chat. We're talking about it. Follow the VIX. It's a 30-day measure of risk. When the VIX is higher, the market's going to go lower. Also, the VVIX. The VVIX, many people aren't familiar with that. That's the risk for the VIX. How volatile is the VIX going to be? When the VVIX is over 115 or 120, there's a massive amount of uncertainty in the market. When that VVIX starts to go lower, maybe even under 110, that's giving the market permission to rally. We also look at the MOVE index. The MOVE index is how you can follow volatility for bonds. Watch the MOVE index. When the MOVE index spikes, more uncertainty, equities are going to trade lower. Finally, we're always looking at skew. Skew looks at how the options are priced. Are the option traders betting for a stock to go higher? They'll have a bigger skew to the upside. If the option traders are betting on a stock to go lower, you might see that option tree with puts that are way more expensive than calls. Those are all really good ways to get a feel on direction. So when vol picks up, and again, been talking about this for the last couple of weeks, we want to rotate out of assets. We want to buy oil, commodities, earnings trades. You want to go where there's a reason for stocks to move. You don't want to just buy everything as the market gets its butt whooped, because we like to say everything has got a beta of 1. Beta is your systematic risk. So what we've been doing this week, been long Oxy, been long Oxy calls, commodities and coal, been trading BTU, CNR, and then our earnings trades. Here's a testimonial from one of our members in KISS, Oust, and ISSC, making 90% on his earnings trades. Here's an example of an earnings trades that we covered this morning in Nerds, a company called Nerds. And I want to use this as an example because not every trade that we make is going to be a big winner. Many trades that we take are going to be losers. What separates professional traders or experienced traders from more of the novice or the newer trader, if a position goes against them, they're like, oh, freak, where am I, from Utah? Oh, fuck, here it goes again, right? I'm down in a position. But the professional, when they go down in a position, they want to roll up their sleeves and fight, because you're not a loser until expiry. So here's a great example of a position. We opened a position in Nerds, NRDS. The position that we opened was a strangle, 15 calls right about here, and 12.5 puts. See if I can get my pen working here. So we did a strangle, 15 calls, boom, and then 12.5 puts, boom. That was the original trade. When Nerds got smoked, we locked in profits on the puts. So the short puts, these, we covered. We covered. Great. We made a great profit. What we also did is we bought the 10 strike calls. We bought the 10 strike calls thinking that we're going to probably get a bounce. Company just dropped from 15 to 10. We just made a bunch of money on our puts. So after all of that, we're able to make money on our 12.5 puts. We make money on our calls. And this way we take a position that would have been a loser, a straight up loser, and we end up making over 50% on this position. And that's how a professional could take a losing position and turn it into a winning position. Now, I checked in our Discord this morning. I always want to share actionable, immediate feedback. Here's PJ. These were the earnings trades, 90%. Earnings advantage trades. Very, very cool to profit on a down day. Roland, profiting on an Oxy. Closed Oxy with a profit. Best investing service as long as I control my greed. We all have to control our greed. Just because we're making money on some positions, it doesn't mean let's jump into all the other open positions. No, we want discipline. BTU, Cole, and Adam with an awesome, awesome comment. Adam, thank you for sharing this. Even with a down week, his options account is still up 5%. That's with the market getting its butt whooped across the board. But if you're smart and you're clever, put yourselves in energy, put yourselves in commodities, and you'll find that short-term trading in options is actually protecting your overall portfolio. So stay patient and stay ready. Here's what we're watching. VIX and the VVIX. I like to say I'm death staring the VVIX. We want to pay attention for any big move. The move index, it doesn't move that much, but check it every day. When it does gain strength, that's a lot of risk going into the overall market. We're always looking at our CVOL tools at the CME. Earnings calendar, 60% of the overall year is technically earnings trades. And then finally, in today's environment, with these news bombs coming all over the place, we want to watch for any regulatory risk. Why is Bitcoin up today? Trump said that Bitcoin should be up, so I'm sure he's talking his own book, but that's why Bitcoin has some wind behind its sails today. How are positions? Earnings trades are the best. Earnings season. Have an earnings strategy that's just rinse and repeat. I still very much like the coal sector. I love trading commodities, very active, and that's how we can find trades that we can risk small to potentially make a whole bunch of money. I want to open it up right now to some questions. I see some questions coming in. I'm going to hang out with you guys, answer a few questions, and then we break off to our all access. Serena. So we're in Nerds. I can't share exactly the position because it's shared in our Discord community. But if you go into our Discord community, here's our earnings. You can see the energy in there is awesome. Larry sharing makes over 90% of all these trades. Here's Larry again, Martin, Kim. But if you go into our Discord and you search the ticker, you'll be able to get all the results and you'll be able to go back and see all of our trades. Something which is really important for me, guys. I want 110% transparency. I think the financial education industry is not as transparent as I would like it. So that's why on our Discord, if you have any questions, you could always go back and see all the trades that we've ever made. Okay? All right, guys. What I always do is we break it off to our all access community. Our all access community is where we have our open positions and our Discord. What I do is I pull up our Discord and we just do an open AMA every single day. Ask me anything. How can I help? Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Master Than Trading Live. Thank you.